Good afternoon, Patriots. This is the American Vision, broadcast on the TLB TV network and brought to you by the Liberty Beacon Project. This show is the American Vision, and I'm your host, Bill Muckler. I'm coming to you with a special request today. I'm going to request you to do something and to do nothing. So let's start off. We've got a very important weekend coming up this week. And I want to tell you a little bit about it. On November 10th, it's the Marines, and I'm one of them. We celebrate our birthday. It's our 242nd birthday. And on Saturday, the 11th, we have Veterans Day. And I'm very involved in that. We have a Veterans Center here in Brevard County. We celebrate that. Big event. But there's a lot more going on in this country that I need to tell you about, and I need to ask you to do something for me. If you ever do anything for any vet or any Marine ever in your life, I want you to do something for me this weekend. Let's start off with the weekend a little early. Let's start off on Thursday night. You know what happens on Thursday night? Well, that's kind of the eve of the Marine Corps birthday, but it's also a night that they play an NFL football game. They call it their Thursday night football. And I'm sure there's going to be a bunch of them out there. They're going to be kneeling and locking arms or sitting or hiding in the tunnel like the cowards they are, because they don't know what they're talking about. They don't know what they're doing. They have no idea what this is all about. They say, well, it's for inequality. Well, I think we have equality in America. They say it's about social injustice. What is social injustice? Can anybody explain that to me? It doesn't make any sense. It makes no sense whatsoever. So this was started by a guy who was brainwashed by his girlfriend over in Oakland, California, and she told him to disrespect the flag and the anthem and sit as a form of protest to support her subversive views. Actually, she's a Muslim. Not that that has anything to do with this, but the Muslims are deeply involved with Black Lives Matter and Antifa and OFA and all that. So what I want you to do for me on Thursday night, which is a hallowed night, you know, it's the eve of the Marine Corps birthdays. I want you to not do anything. How's that? Well, what a good deal is that? What I want you to do is not watch any football. Don't watch, if there's a college game on, go ahead and support your local college. If there's a high school game on, watch that. Go to the movies, do something. But whatever you do not support the NFL on Thursday night. Now, there's a movement going around this country, and I'm supporting that movement, and that's not to watch any football on Sunday, the day after Veterans Day, in honor of our veterans. And I want you to do that also. So on Friday, have a toast to the Marines' 242nd birthday. And on Saturday, do something with the vets. Like we have a big celebration at our Veterans Memorial Center in Brevard County. Do something like that. Go to a parade. Take your kids to a museum or a cemetery. Do something. Honor the vets. And who are the vets? Well, this weekend, what I'm declaring is anybody who served in the past is a vet. Those who are going to serve, they're going to be vets. And all of you that support the vets, you're all vets as far as I'm concerned. So let's look at it from this point of view. Let's do something positive for our Marines and for our vets. And then on Sunday, don't do anything. How's that? What a good deal that is. I don't want you to do anything on Sunday to watch football. And why shouldn't we just carry it on through the weekend and not watch on Monday night either? Forget Monday night football. Now, let me tell you about me. I used to be a season ticket holder when I lived in St. Louis, and I followed these guys for years, and I used to buy the NFL package when I moved down here to Florida. And guess what? Last September, I decided I wasn't going to watch any of this stuff anymore because I didn't want to watch these guys disgrace our country in front of the whole world. I just didn't want to do it. So I didn't watch a game. And guess what? I found having my weekends free of this nonsense called the Nonsense Football League was just fantastic. And I'm doing things. I write articles. I work on my book. We go someplace. We do something. There's so many things. You're just so free. And so this year, many of my Facebook friends and my email friends and Twitter all asked me, "Are you watching football?" I said, "No, I haven't even thought about it. Haven't looked at the schedule. Haven't looked at the game. Haven't watched a minute of it." And guess what? I'm feeling pretty good. And guess what? You know what I did? I went to an event like Governor Rick Scott had an event, and I went to it, and he presented these medals to vets. And so I'm thinking, hey, this is just great. And there's a big movement around this country not to watch football on Sunday the 12th, the day after Veterans Day. I want you to join that. But I want you to join my movement and start the weekend early, and don't watch on Thursday, and then the weekend late, and don't watch on Monday night. So here's what I'm doing. I'm dedicating my weekend to the Marines that were in the 24th Marine Amphibious Unit, that 241 of our servicemen, including 220 Marines, lost their lives in Lebanon. And to Colonel Tim Garrity, who wrote this book, who I actually went to school with. And I'm dedicated to him. I know you can find some people that are dedicated too. I'm also dedicating it to all the Marines that lost their lives during World War II, especially on Iwo Jima. Yeah, I'm dedicating to them. And also to the 2 Marines in 2012 who lost their lives defending their compatriots in Iraq. And and I want to mention these 2, Corporal Harder and Yale. They were given their assignment to stand guard one evening and not let any vehicles come down a passageway that led to the barracks or wherever it was that all the servicemen, mostly Marines, were staying. There was a truck turned the corner and started barreling down their way. They had 6 seconds. They didn't run. The Iraqis are out there, all ran in the other direction, ran away from this truck. This is all on film. This was recorded. And these Marines took their weapons and they started defending their ground. They fired and fired, and you could see the windows being shattered, and the truck finally crashed against the wall. This was a narrow passageway, and the camera went black. They had 6 seconds to live. They stood their ground. They didn't say, "Oh, this is a land of social injustice," or "we're not equal." They stood for their guys, and so they were in pretty much the same situation as the people, our Marines and our servicemen for Beirut. And I'm not sure of the status now, but I heard they were going to get the Navy Cross, something like that. Why didn't they get the Medal of Honor immediately? Because look at all the lives they've saved. They saved all those lives of our Americans. So I'm dedicating that. What I would think some of you might want to dedicate this weekend to is all the guys that lost their lives on Normandy Beach in 1944. That would be a good thing. Or just all the servicemen that lost their lives in this battle in Iraq and Afghanistan are still losing their lives. Do it for them. If you don't want to do it for me, do it for them. Or all the Navy guys that lost. How about the guys that lost their lives on the Indianapolis that was torpedoed the day after the war was over? How about doing it for them? Or doing it for all our pilots, all the guys who were shot down over Germany trying to win World War II, or all the guys that lost their lives or were captured in Vietnam and spent years and years in these horrible jails like Hanoi Hilton. Do it for them. But whoever you're going to do it for, do it. But now you got to do one more thing, and this is one more thing for me, and I was saving this for last, so I kind of tricked you into this one. Here's what I need you to do. I need you to share this video with everybody you know on social media, on Facebook and Twitter and wherever, and to your entire email list. And I don't want you to do it just once. I want you to do it multiple times. So everybody gets the word that we're going to show the Nonsense Football League that we are true patriots and we believe in our country and we respect our country. We respect our culture. We respect our anthem. We respect our flag. And we respect all those that went before us that helped make this country a great, great country. Wow, got all that out. Okay, where there is no vision, the people perish. So have a vision this weekend. Have your vision for this weekend all set up. And remember, you got to share this video. Share it more than once. Tell everybody about it. Whatever you do, broadcast this out. We got to get everybody to understand that in this country, we believe in the American spirit, and that's what we're all about, the American spirit. So we stand for our country and our flag and our anthem. God bless you all, and God save our America.